Good morning, good day. This is your girl, Dr. Tay, here with another morning message. So I think I might have touched on this topic before, but it's certainly worth mentioning again because it's something that, at least for me, continues to come up on a frequent basis. So I think that one true indicator that maybe there is some unresolved issues or maybe some work that needs to be done. Sorry, there's a fly. Some unresolved issues that needs to be taken care of is when we have a visceral reaction to it, or if we find ourselves just constantly procrastinating it. I think those are two pretty big indicators that there may be some unresolved issues that need to be addressed. And it's interesting how that came up for me recently. So I was talking to one of my loved ones about just the fact that when I was younger, I had always wanted to have a sweet 16. And it was something that I was starting to plan, I think, when I was about 12 years old. And just like having all of these, things set up, and, who was going to be involved and where I wanted it to be and all this stuff. And then when my 16th birthday rolled around, nothing happened. Now, that's due to many reasons. One of them being the fact that my birthday is so close to Christmas, and so there's always some competition in terms of finding a space, and then money with getting gifts for Christmas, and taking care of the family and things like that. So in my older, more mature years, I understand why that wasn't possible. However, when I was younger, that was a huge disappointment for me. Because one, I didn't really get to have a lot of birthday parties because of what I just shared of my birthday being so close to Christmas. But two, I kind of allowed other people to hype me up for this event. Again, this is something that I was planning when I was 12, and I just remember hearing from friends and family about their sweet 16s and what they were going to do, and how they're going to have it set up. And so I just kind of gave into that hype, and so when that didn't happen, that was really major disappointment for me. And something that I realized recently is that I have a hard time planning celebrations for myself. That's just something that I've just shied away from, and I think it goes back to just wanting to avoid the disappointment I had from my sweet 16. So there's a couple of good examples. So one being when my 30th birthday was rolling around, I initially was planning to just go away, go on a trip somewhere. At the time, I didn't have anyone that I was dating, so I was just gonna go somewhere by myself and just enjoy my birthday, my 30th birthday. And after speaking to my parents, they convinced me to have a birthday party, and I'm really glad that I did. I sort of dragged my feet with planning it and finding a venue and all this stuff, but at the end of the day, it happened. And that's something that I noticed again recently with trying to plan a graduation gathering for myself. So even though I finished school in September of last year, I didn't get to walk with the 2020 class, and so when they had a 2021 graduation, an actual physical graduation, I had the opportunity to walk and didn't for a multitude of reasons. And so my friends were like, well, why don't we have a little graduation party or something? And I was like, yeah, that would be cool, and just kind of took my time with planning it and just dragging my feet and going back and forth. And it wasn't until I reflected on the Sweet 16 thing that I realized that I have some unresolved issues around disappointment and planning celebrations for myself. And now that I know this is something that I can work on, but I wanted to share this with you because there may be situations that may be similar where you notice that you're kind of dragging your feet on doing something, or you just have this adverse reaction, just completely resisting it and not really understanding why. That's usually an indicator that there's some unresolved things that need to be taken care of. So I hope that this message was informative.